What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Now, we weren't really expecting this, but we have a new version update, version 15.2, and I guess this does make a little bit of sense. Now, typically we do get major upgrades to the version. Typically, like, anniversary time is like the biggest time we get it. You know, April heading into May, May being the anniversary. We're coming up to the half anniversary, so I suppose it actually does make a little bit of sense that we are getting a brand new version update. I haven't read a single thing that is going to be coming in this update, so we're going to jump into this and kind of react to, like, how this is all going to happen. I do see there's a couple of posts on the X account on Twitter, so if there's anything new on there that isn't actually listed here, I'll go over there and share it with you guys as well. So without further ado, let's jump over to this version 15.2, which is coming November 5th. Okay, so that's like next week, right? So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm excited to see what they've got in store for us here. I hope that there's some cool stuff here. Okay, so version 15.2, version up notice, treasure map feature updated. I'm not even gonna read like a little bit further yet without me saying Treasure Map really didn't need many upgrades. I feel like Treasure Map, at this current point in time, Treasure Map is already at a pretty decent place. Like, if we're comparing Treasure Map in terms of modes that need updating, Treasure Map is definitely very low on that priority list. I think Kizuna Clash needs an update because it is so mundane, so boring. The reward systems are really bad in Kizuna Clash as well. That's where they really need to be spending time and resources. So the fact that Treasure Map is getting updated is kind of crazy. Let's see what this is all about. Encounter battle has been changed. When you stop on an encounter battle spot, you can instantly clear the battle. No boost effect, boost effect. Depending on the owned characters adding boost effects, you will get increased treasure points. Okay. So that's a pretty decent way to go about it, I suppose. So when you encounter a minimap boss, you can instantly defeat them, but you are not going to get a lot of points for doing that. You will get more points if you have certain trusty characters, it looks like. Which I don't think is that bad, because the amount of points that you get for clearing the Battle Rush bosses is very minimal. I mean, most of the time people are running really low multiplier points teams anyway to get through these mini-map boss fights, because the whole, like, the best strategy in Treasure Map is low points on Battle Rush bosses to clear them as fast as you possibly can, and then investing and weighting all of your points against the Intrusion Battle boss and against the final boss. That's basically it, right? So this doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's like, hey, if you have the boosters, you'll get more points. Okay, whatever. As long as we're getting through it faster, this does make Treasure Map much easier to play. So I think that this is actually a pretty good update, actually. I think this is actually quite good. Only battle against intrusion and boss battles. Yeah, that makes sense. Defeat the boss to get a ton of points. New treasure map card spot added. Obtain more powerful cards from the rainbow treasure card spot. Okay, I mean, who cares? I mean, sure, I'm not really that excited about this one. I mean, I think the Sea Cat card it's really good at the start of the map, or really good if you don't have many good point boosters. But I think a majority of the time it ends up being kind of whatever. Especially if you're like really deep into treasure map and you're just kind of grinding for points, you already have all the rewards. The Sea Cat card is whatever. And I mean the Bazooka card is the best card for sure. That increasing nav level is also pretty good too. All right. What is this, dude? Come on, dude. You can't be serious. Rumble limit break? Brother, what is this? A special limit break to further enhance Rumble stats? Come on, did we really need this? We really didn't. Like, come on, dude. To unlock it, you will need a corresponding guiding key. Along with various improvement of stats, a new resistance will be added. I mean, that's pretty cool, but I mean, again, did we really need this? We'll see how this all works, but my initial reaction to this is gross. I don't really care about this at all. I mean, there's already a pretty big discrepancy between people that are paying players versus people that are not. With already the additions of level limit break into the game, the chasm is only widening between players that, you know, pull for dupes of characters or use their level limit break wanted posters, and those do not. And I agree with the fact that people that invest dupes or use wanted posters, yes, they should definitely have an advantage, but introducing even more mechanics that are going to widen the chasm between the players, kind of crazy, to be honest. So not only will it give you more resistances, which helps you defensively, but it gives you more stats, which can help you offensively. I really hope that this doesn't add any game-breaking like abilities via using this Rumble limit break key. This has the potential to be really, really bad. And like, again, with a lot of new systems that get introduced into the game, typically speaking, these resources will be pretty limited. We'll see how they implement them. Rumble typically is a pretty pay-to-win game mode, so I wouldn't be shocked if they end up locking the key, pun not intended, behind like maybe even some gen packs. We'll wait and see, but I don't like the sound of this. This seems really, really weird to me. Sugo-Fest feature added. New step bonuses. Hello, what is this? On the 10th 10+1, also get rare rainbow level limit break wanted poster. You will get bonus items based on the reached pull steps of a Sugo-Fest. There are new items. So there's rainbow level limit break wanted posters for legends and rare recruits. You know what's kind of interesting is that way back when, for those of you who have been on my around the channel for a while now, a couple years back, I was invited by Bandai and the Treasure Cruise team to go and attend New York Comic Con, where I got to meet Yoshi-san, which was the producer of One Piece Treasure Cruise at that time. I still don't really know if he is still the current producer of the game. Either way, I remember asking him specific details about this, potentially adding like these items in the Sugo Metal shop. And I remember at that time, he did mention to me that this type of thing wasn't capable of occurring. They just said that they couldn't do things like this. And I also mentioned potentially adding items into their Sugo steps. They never did it, and they said that it was impossible to implement. I don't know if it was a legal issue or the fact that it was like not possible to code into the game. I don't know. At that point in time, level limit break wanted posters obviously weren't really a thing. But the fact that they're doing it now is kind of interesting. I don't hate it, but what I can see from this is that this would replace the step that would normally be here, right? And specifically, it says on the 10th step, you get this rainbow rare wanted poster, whatever it may be. I do have a problem with this because this means that the potential step where you would normally get a really good Sugo rare, let's say like on the 10th multi, if we're looking at like a Super Sugo-Fest, right? Typically on a Super Sugo, the 10th multi is a pretty big step. And if they replace that with a rare wanted poster, I don't like the sound of that. I would much prefer having a higher chance at pulling a debut character rather than being a Rainbow Rare Wanted poster. I mean, look, the Rainbow Rare Wanted poster is a great item. Locking that behind steps, I don't particularly love it. What I would have preferred if it was like an addition, like rather than replacing stuff, just add it on top, right? Like a 10th multi, XYZ, like you get a higher chance at pulling a certain legend, and you also receive this. If they did that, I would be all for it. But replacing a step with this, depending on how they implement it, could be really, really bad. Again, we'll see, okay? Next, about Aurora gems. What in the world is an Aurora gem? Obtain them from various events and shops. Let me look in real quick. So it's a new type of resource. So you can see on that little screen right there, there is a Rainbow Tavern Medal, there is an Aurora Gem, and there's Rainbow Gems. Okay. It can be used in the new powerful rare recruit event of 5-Step Sugo-Fest. Brother, what? What the hell is this? Okay, come on. It can be used in the new powerful rare recruit event of 5-Step Sugo-Fest. I don't know, we need more information. I don't know about this. Other feature improvements. Certain rewards from requests from Chopperman can be claimed at once. So my Android brethren will no longer have an advantage over the iPhone players. Of course, the Android back button, absurdly broken, especially during blitz battles when you acquire a ton of rewards at once, being able to just spam that back button. But now it looks like it's going to be claiming all at once, which I think obviously is a thing that should have been in the game ever since Chopperman missions were introduced. You can change the sound volume from options. I did remember them mentioning this, so there's probably going to be like sliders where you can like make it so that the music is down, but then like you know, other sound effects are increased. Maybe you could like reduce voices or enhance voices. Again, this is a really, really nice change. All pictures are subject and still under development. In Treasure Map, the ship will stop at an encounter battle boss regardless of the remaining moves of the log pose, which still makes sense. The effective trusty characters that apply in certain encounter battles can be found in the trusty characters list. After the treasure map update, all leagues will have no limit with crew composition for intrusion and boss battles. Wait, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. That's actually really nice. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, I get it. Only certain characters will have a rumble limit break. Okay, the effects of rumble limit break will vary by character. Makes sense. Rumble limit break progress will carry over super evolution. Rare recruits with a step bonus will have their step highlighted in yellow. Any other bonuses will be displayed after the step. As before the version update, rare recruits without a step bonus will have their step appear in orange. There will be rare recruits in the future that will exclusively use Aurora gems for pulls. These rare recruits will not use rainbow gems. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Because could you imagine if they lock certain big characters behind using this very exclusive gem? What this, like the way that I kind of get this so far is, to me, it really sounds like in like other gacha games, they'll have like a normal currency and they'll have a premium currency, like a paid currency. I know like when Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade first came out, I played that for a little bit. I played that for a few months, and that's one thing that definitely was highlighted, where they would have banners where you could only use paid currency on, and then if you have free currency that you farmed from events and stuff, you can't use it on those banners. So if Aurora gems are going to be providing the same kind of functionality as like a premium paid currency versus free currency, I'm a big no on that. I hope that's not what they go for. However, the fact that the Aurora gems are placed alongside Rainbow gems and Rainbow Tavern medals leads me to believe that it is going to be that case. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know the implementation, but I am concerned. I will say that. I am concerned. Moving on. Your current held Aurora gems can be seen in the tavern menu. Aurora gems cannot be converted to money or rainbow gems, nor can they be exchanged for any other items. They also cannot be traded or sold to other users. For more information on the fights at Sugo-Fest, it will be announced at a later date. Okay, so it's very interesting. We got to pay attention to that when that drops. For more detailed info for each feature, see home, menu, and help. Some content may vary. Yeah, okay, interesting. Okay, that's all the information that we have currently in game. Let's check the important notice and see if there's anything else in here. Okay, so added new features for characters, so hopefully that means the half any characters that drop have new abilities. Updated treasure map features, added new feature Rumble stat limit break, added feature to allow item obtainment as 10+1 rare recruit step bonuses, added Aurora gems, updated menu to allow for certain requests from Chopman missions all at once, added sound volume error fixes. Okay, so this is all the same stuff as before. Now what I want to do is I want to go over to the X account real quick and actually see exactly what they've posted. Okay, so it just links to, actually, well, there's a couple of things that we need to break down here. Hang on. Let me pull this up and do this live for you guys so we can kind of react to everything all at once. So let's go over to their X account. Let's go over to here and let's have a look here. So this looks to be pretty much the same information that was in the game. Okay, so request from Chopman, batch claim, yep, makes sense. And then this is giving you information about the volume sliders, so you've got the music, the sound effects, and the voices, so that all makes perfect sense. No complaints from me about that one. And then the Sugo-Fest update, so the step bonuses, and then the Aurora gems. The new item, the Aurora gem, is coming. Get them from various events and shops. Recruit powerful characters from the 5-step Sugo-Fest coming soon. This Sugo-Fest has better rates than normal. Sugo-Fests for getting past special rare characters. Okay, that gets me a little bit more excited, because from the way that they're sounding, it sounds like Aurora gems are going to be used to pull older characters, which, if that's the case, I'm all for that, because, you know, rainbow gems obviously have always been the premium currency in this game, and we want to obviously use them to pull for the new shiny characters. Introducing this brand new currency into the game obviously is extremely concerning, and they can implement it in such a poor manner. So the fact that they could potentially just have it for older banners with higher rates, I'm all for that. That sounds exceptional to me, just as long as that this Aurora gem doesn't replace Rainbow gem rewards from other missions, which Rainbow Tavern medals have kind of done. it is still concerning adding a new currency into the game. It's just the implementation could be really bad, but the wording from this does get me a little bit more excited. I'm a little bit more hopeful for it, but again, implementation could be really bad. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so we get a little bit more info on the Rumble Limit Break ability. By performing a Rumble Limit Break, you can power up your Rumble stats. Shout out to my man's Log Luffy. Let's go. So you can have a look at the screenshot here. Limit Break, Rumble stat power up. So you get a 30% HP boost, 20% attack. That's massive, dude. 5% special CT. Okay, that's this could be big for some certain characters for sure. Yeah, like this is super pay to win. So hopefully Rumble Limit Break is A, easy to do, B, accessible. Is that going to be the case? Probably not. Unlock character level 120. Okay, so you have to be at least level 120. So essentially, like with dupes, you have to be like rainbowed out pretty much. Okay. I think that's a pretty fair go because it means you can use like your tavern poster things, your level limit break wanted posters to get a character to 120, and then you can limit break them. We don't know what materials are required yet. I guess maybe it'll mention it here. Tap the limit break expansion icon. Use the keys, rainbow necessary items to limit break. Not only will stats be boosted, but resistances will also be acquired. And then various guiding keys are needed to limit break. We plan to distribute a rainbow guiding key to all players after the update. Use it to limit break going forward. You can obtain them from Treasure Map, New World League, personal rewards. Okay, so that is going to make Treasure Map a hell of a lot more competitive because, you know, people love their Treasure Map grinding, and the fact that it's going to be available there, I think, yeah, I mean, it's a good way to get people to play Treasure Map. That's for damn sure. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the news post and see if there is any other information in here. This is probably just all of the same information that we already know. Again, let's have a look at this Sugo-Fest update here. This looks to be the same. So it says, where powerful characters from the past appear at a higher rate than regular Sugo-Fest, can be attained through various events and the shop. And that's all we really have in regards to that. Okay. Okay, regarding planned future updates, this can also be kind of interesting. All right, let's have a look here. Regarding crew edits, as mentioned in the previous letter, we plan to implement a feature in the Pirate King Adventures allowing players to look at the crews of others who have already cleared them. After PKA, we are also planning to add this feature to other parts of the game, which I think definitely should have been in the game a long time ago. We'll announce further details as soon as they are finalized. Players who have cleared quests may choose to register their cleared crew. I think this is a great idea. This gives players that are, you know, more well in tune with the community and actually how to build teams. They can submit their team to the community, and then when you are in the game, you can view the teams that have actually cleared them. What I hope there to be is, like, if you have cleared it and you can submit your team, when a player goes to look at cleared crews, if they have all the applicable characters, they can simply click one button, it builds the team for them, and they're good to go. However, there could be problems with that because characters have different effects based on like level limit break. If they use a ship that's like level 12 with modifications, and a player has the ship but doesn't have the modifications, that can definitely screw up how well that team can actually get through the content. So there are caveats to all of this, and I think the implementation of this feature is going to be difficult, I think. We'll have to wait and see what they have planned. Regarding batch power-up of characters, this is one of the things I was hoping for, because when you do a bunch of pulls on the Sugo-Fest and you go to like level up your characters, it takes forever, dude. It takes forever to level up your characters and get them ready to go. Like literally after when I'm streaming my Sugo pulls, after I'm done like doing the pulls on stream, I'm literally sitting there for like 20-30 minutes if I want to do the whole batch at once, like just leveling them up, getting them ready to go, and then I can actually play the game. It just takes forever. So let's see. As mentioned in the previous letter, we plan to add this feature to be done in batches, and that's just it. Like they just said, okay, we're gonna do it in the future. Okay, so nothing more about that. Adding batch claim rewards from Chopper Man. We plan to add the ability to batch claim rewards from Chopper Man. Wait, what? Didn't they just add this? It's literally here, right? Am I tripping? Again, my reading isn't good, so I probably missed something there, but that's weird. Alright, each of the above updates is scheduled to be implemented in December 2024. Oh, okay, they're just straight up doing this. Okay, so it is going to be coming. So it's just not probably ready yet, but it's going to be coming, which is good. Please check the in-game notice for specific dates. Okay, sounds good to me. I like to hear all of that. They're actually going to be okay, let's have a look here. OPTC's 11.5th anniversary approaches. thanks to everyone for the support for the 11.5 for One Piece Treasure Cruise approaching 11.5 anniversary. To celebrate the milestone, we'll be holding the 11.5 anniversary Sugo-Fest. The 11.5 anniversary Sugo-Fest and One Piece collectible sticker and wafer collaboration is coming. Really? We'll share more information on the 4th of November at 7 p.m. PST. Okay, so lock it down. November 4th, which is going to be next Tuesday, is when they're going to announce the Half Annie Sugo-Fest. So we're going to be there for that. One Piece collectible sticker and wafer may be unavailable for purchase for certain countries or regions. Alright, so that's interesting. I'm gonna look this up and see if we have any information in regards to this. Yeah, so you guys have probably seen this kind of thing before. I know I've seen these a ton as well. So they're essentially just, it's exactly what you think it is. You get a pack of wafers and you get some stickers and One Piece characters. So we can assume that whatever character or characters drop for the 11.5 anniversary are going to coincide with the latest release of these wafers. There's like multiple volumes and packs of these wafers. Like, have a look at this, right? So like, look at all this. There's like so many of these right here. Like, have a look, like log 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 12, and there's like different rarities and different artworks and stuff. So yeah, there's gonna be a ton of these. I don't know if it means that like they have one planned specifically for like the Treasure Cruise collaboration. So log 12 is titled "The Man Who Saves the World," released July 28th this year. Primarily focused on parent-child relationships, the Thriller Bark arc, and the God Valley incident. So, again, we don't know if this is going to be the case necessarily, or they have like a log 13 that's going to be dropping, but we'll see. Again, we don't really know a lot of info yet, but either way, there you go. Version 11.2 is on the horizon, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions about this one down below in the comment section. Very controversial with a lot of additions to this game here. And we do know that there is going to be another minor update that comes in December, which will give us a few more additions to the game as well, which I think is a really good idea too. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up for me for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.